Alright, as you guys know, I don't normally play OU. I find that it's always the same sort of things get used in it. It's always the top 20 Pokemon. They're the only ones that you ever see, and it's just a bit boring, so I tend to stay away from that tier. However, that was until some cocky little shit, who you guys might know as SolusPlays if you're subscribed to him, or as I know him as Levi, started getting all cocky, like, saying that he could beat me in it. So I thought, I'm going to have to teach this kid a lesson, really. Made a quick OU team because I don't play it. It's not exactly like I'm going to have one, and decided I'd show him how to play. So yeah, this is what happened. I lead off with my Thunderous, the new little one. I don't know what it's called. So he leads off with this Politoed. Being the little noob he is, he just stays in, and because obviously I'm scarfed, I'm just going to hit him with a Thunder. And that's going to easily kill him. So he then brings in his Mammoth, knowing he's probably going to go for the Ice move. I swap it to Tentacruel, knowing that he'll take it like a champ, and that he probably can't really do anything to Tentacruel. So yeah, as he does, knowing that he can't do anything, I set up a layer of Toxic Spikes as he swaps into Jirachi. This Jirachi is fairly useless. You will see later as to why. He then predicting the Thunder because it's a Jirachi or the T-Bow. Actually, I'm not sure which he was going to go for. I swap it into Gliscor, knowing that that's going to be immune. And even if he did go for something like an Iron Head, I'm physically defensive, so that's going to do nothing. I go for the Taunt on the switch and get his Tentacruel, so that's alright because that means he's not going to be able to set up or go for the Protect or set up his own spikes or anything. So I go for the Earthquake as he actually goes for the Scold, forgetting because I'm stupid that it's super effective, and that nearly kills me. The Earthquake's fairly obvious, which is quite surprising for Levi that he actually swapped because he's shit and all. He goes into Tornadoes just to see what he's going to do and just toy with him a little bit. I go for the Protect, just to get some health back, and swap up to Dragonite, seeing that even though he's life orbed, he probably hasn't got much to hit Dragonite with as he goes for the U-turn, going back out to Mamoswine. Me, thinking, he's a bit shit, just stay in. So he goes for the Ice Shard, I can take that. Not wanting to take another one though, I hit with a Fire Punch because, I just want to wind him up because show that I don't have to worry about hitting him with an actual move even though it's in the rain. And then not wanting to take another Ice Shard, I got Tentacruel because I can take that. Knowing he's going to switch, I set up Toxic Spikes again. So he goes into Ferrothorn. Just because this thing can be a right pain, I go for the Scold, knowing I can get a burn because my Tentacruel is actually good, whereas his isn't, which we'll see later. As he sets up his rocks, and I'm fine with that. I'm just going to set up another layer of Toxic Spikes. He can set up hazards all he likes on me because I can just spin them away, which is exactly what I do now. So I get rid of his Leech Seed and his rocks, which is going to be good because nobody likes hazards. He then just sets up one layer of spikes. I'm not too worried about that. One layer is not going to do that much. So I swap out here and go into Breloom, knowing that he can't Leech Seed won't really affect me, and he's got nothing else to hit me with. So I get the Toxic Orb, and as hits Jirachi, she then goes for the Iron Head. I flinch. I'm like, okay, lucky little fuck, getting a flinch on me. He goes for it again, and he gets another flinch. Okay, alright. He can't hit me, kill me with flinch me with another one rather, and he doesn't. And I go for the Spore and put it to sleep. So that's his Jirachi is useless. It doesn't do anything else for the rest of the game. So I go for the Bulk Up here, which is alright. So I get plus attack and defense. And then I forget he's got Ice Shard, which is the most retarded thing ever on my part. But, it doesn't matter. It's not exactly like Levi's going to do anything to me, is it? So I bring in Politoed. He somehow predicts it, or either that, most likely he just gets lucky and goes into Ferrothorn. Just gets a bit of damage on that. I just, just to... He's not going to do anything. I might as well just mess around a bit, just go for the Encore. Obviously I'm faster, so it just fails. As he goes for the Leech Seed. So yeah, not want to take any damage for that. I swap it into Tentacruel, knowing that he'd probably just set up or something. As he brings in his Tornadoes. So not thinking this thing could do anything because I've not really seen them. Because obviously I don't play the tier. I just stay in. It's actually got hidden power, which is super effective. So maybe ground or electric or something. And then I go for the Scold, and because my Tentacruel is a boss, gets a crit and kills it. I then go for the protect as the Mammoth Swine obviously goes for the earthquake. That's extremely predictable, and just to get some health back. And then once again, he's going to go for it, I go out into my thunderous. So Levi's just getting shot on here. I'm predicting him for every move because he's shit. He then sends in his Ferrothorn and just goes for the Grass Knot. I'm not entirely sure. Oh no, I goes for the Grass Knot rather. Predicting him stay in. And then because I'm scarfed, I have to switch because I was going to do Jack straight to Ferrothorn and go out to Tentacle, knowing that he can't do anything to Tentacle with his Ferrothorn. And I go for the protect, knowing that he's not going to do anything except for set up hazards or go for the gyroball or whatever, or swap. Purely so I get health back, and he's going to take some damage to the burn. So I just rapid spin away everything here, or the rocks, just because that's all Tentacle's really doing. It's just wearing down the burn, getting some health back, and clearing out the hazards. I'm going to swap out, not wanting him to get any more health back from his own Leech Seed, and I go into Dragonite. Predict him to go for the protect here, just to get his health back, to put him in a better position. I go for the Roost. That gets all my health back, which is always nice. Well, it does after the leftovers anyway. And so I'm thinking this thing can't do much to me, so I'm just going to go for the Dragon Dance. And he's just going to start scolding, trying to get the burn. And you see, here's the difference between my Tentacle and his Tentacle. My Tentacle is good, I can get a burn on his Ferrothorn and get a crit to kill his Tornadus. His Tentacle can't do jack shite. It's just going to sit there trying to scold me and do absolutely nothing. As I'm going to set up some Dragon Dances. Dragon Claw, I'm thinking, why not? He's not going to do anything to me. Go for another Dragon Dance, just to set up a bit more, which is actually pointless because I forget he has Mammoth Swine with Ice Shard, so he's just going to push me out later anyway. But for the meantime, he just stays in his Tentacle and just lets it die to a Dragon Claw. As he then brings in his Jirachi. I actually have the Fire Punch, which I need to stop using it or replace it with something like maybe Waterfall or something, since it's in the rain, because Fire Punch does nothing in the rain. But my Breloom, even though it died really quickly, it still did its job. It got this thing asleep, so I'm just going to be able to keep Fire Punching. I think it's just going to keep dying. Then it's down to his last two, so he now brings in Mammoth Swine, something he should have done a minute ago, to force me out with the Ice Shard, but that's predictable, and I just go to Politoed knowing I can easily take it. Not entirely sure what he does now. Yeah, he swaps, that's it. Goes into Ferrothorn, so I just go for the Scold. He can't really do much here. Burn's going to be racking up on him. He actually goes for the Leech Seed here. As I get for the Scold, he survives on 1 health because he's a jammy little fuck like that. But I'm in a fairly good position. I have 5 left, he has 2. So I'm just not want to stay and let him get health back from the Leech Seed. I'm going to swap out to Tentacruel. Let him set up his rocks as the burn takes him down to 1 health, and I'm just going to scold him to finish him off. So he's now down to 1 Pokemon, which is of course his Mammoth Swine. Not wanting to Earthquake me or anything, I go for the Protect. He actually goes for the Superpower and Switch, I guess, maybe, but that's purely just to get some health back. So yeah, he then goes for Superpower again, which does nothing, and I am able just to finish off this noob with a Scold. So yeah, that shows why you don't get Gobby as Levi did. Levi got completely owned there. I still had 5 things left. It was really effortless. I didn't really even have to try in that. But yeah, that was just like a mess around game, really. Just to upload. I'll put Levi's description in the channel. He is actually very good, and as in response to this, he's probably going to upload another battle rematch that we had where he doesn't kick my ass at all. Don't check out that battle because you'll be disappointed. It's probably just going to be me beating him again. He didn't beat me at all. So yeah, go check him out. He's doing a Let's Play at the minute on Emerald, for randomized Emerald. It's actually really funny. And just make sure you go comment on the video and tell him to use AIDS Bucket, because he hates it. And I want him to use it. It's an Illimuse or Illumise, however you say it. And I think you should use that to take on the Elite Four. So yeah, make sure you go sub to Levi because he puts out some good content and he puts out regularly as well. So yeah, remember to like this as well, and I'll see you guys next time.